Hello everybody, welcome back. On this video, we are going to solve another SQL top 50 questions. So here it's a medium level complexity question, restore and growth. The customer, there will be a customer table with customer ID, name, visitor on and amount. So in SQL, customer ID visitor on is a primary key for this table. This table contains data about customer transaction in a restaurant visited on its date on which the customer ID amount is the total paid by the customer. You are the restaurant owner and you want to analyze a possible expansion. Compute the moving average of how much the customer paid in 7-day window. That's current day plus 6 days. Average amount should be rounded to 2 decimal points. Okay. So the result format is in the following order. So this is 2019-17. That's the thing. That's a visitor on and the total amount and the average amount. So looks like a straightforward question. So I took the schema and copied here and run that select all from customer. Looks everything great here, but we need to find the solution. Except that everything is okay. So here, so basically, the one thing that I I was in my mind uh, when I initially approached this problem is like we can group by date, but that's not the case. You basically have a particular date and a moving average actually. So I'm saying like 1 7. So 7 days, then another 7 days. That's the thing we need, I guess. We can find out that. Let me check some of their resources. So first they will find out um, order by visitor on range. Okay, so these things is not that much easy. Initially, I thought it was easy, but um, I guess it's not that much easy. Is it to do greater than or is equal to selected date? Okay. Selected date at minimum visitor interval 6 days from customer. Okay. So we will use the with statement on this one, and we should have some other additional select statement or some. So the first thing that coming into my mind right now is like, so if a customer is visited on is equal to greater than select date add minimum visited on date. So that's probably so okay. So we can solve that one first and then we will move into the main query. Okay. So if I am adding this one based on this table, what's I'm gonna get. So that's the thing, first thing we need to know. So date add, so minimum visited on, so this is actually the minimum date. So if I am saying like the minimum date 17 18 110, so 101 is the minimum date, is that coming here 107. Okay, so it's actually I am adding the date here. So minimum date I got it 21, and the maximum date is this one 217. So what is that matter here? So if I am selected distinct visited on, so that's another one, another query you need to use. So here select distinct, okay, selected distinct visited on. These all are the pieces of the bigger solution. So we will get all the distinct date here. And if I add something like select distinct visited on, uh, where visited on is greater than, add minimum visited on. Okay, so here what I am going to do, I will do a where clause here. So for what I'm doing the where clause, we will learn that later. So visited on, okay, so visited on greater than or equal to select this one. So in this case what gonna happen, so I have this query. So this is actually uh, mm, okay, this is actually date the minimum date plus 6. So the I have the minimum date in 101 and the maximum date I need is equal to 107. So in this case I will have all the date till the 107 probably. I guess that's a thing. We can run. Okay, so that's not the correct one. So the correct one is, so after the 107, so it started on 101, then it's going to be 107, 108, the 6 days after that. So these are the dates. So why we are putting that date here, we will learn later. So right now we only know we need that values for a bigger query. So I will just beautify that one. Then here I will write that with clause and date, and I put as a as or something like that. Then here uh, we have the as one here, and the next thing we have the select query. So in select query where we are going to use these dates. So select date visited on some customer. So from dates, select left join customer. So I don't know whether we have, okay. Yeah, we have everything right now. So this one, okay, it's closed. So it's fine. So right now we are going to the actual query. Actual query, select from this one. So I guess I will put something else. So get date or something like that. Okay, I just put D. That's the best approach. Then D dot visited on. Then we need the sum customer amount. So D dot visited on, you will get only one value. So what I am going to do is, I'm forgetting about this, the remaining part of the query that I need. So I'm just doing the D part here. So from D I'm doing this one, and the left join. So I need all the all the visited dates, whether there is a customer or not, that doesn't matter. So I will left join on customer, And what was the criteria for that? So date dot diff is equal to d dot visitor on and customer dot visitor on. Between 0 and 6. Okay, so I am taking the visitor on date from left join visitor on date, and on the left join criteria, the criteria is like the date difference between visited on d dot visited on date and also the customer visited on date will be 0 and 6. So any date between 0 and 6 we will take. So from the first one 7, uh, and if the difference between all the customer were visited in the date between 1 to 7, so that will be the date difference between them. If it is uh, if it is 1 to 8, it will take only the from the second date to the eighth date. So that's a thing we need to understand. So why we did this with close? That's a question here. So we did the with close because to get the initial date here. So here our query is almost done. So here I need to group by also. So group by the date actually, and I need to find the sum and average. So sum is from the customer amount. So all the customer amount on that 6 days, and that should be amount. The name should be amount, and I need the round, and also I need the sum of the same thing, customer amount, customer amount, then I need to divide by 7. It's a criteria to get the average, and I need to make it as a 2 decimal. So basically everything is done right now. So we are fine to execute this query, and let's see what's gonna get on this. So you can see it's only start on 1.7 because the actual query, this one, it started on 101. Okay, so 101 to 107, 101 to 107 is a one batch, 2 to 8 is another batch, 3 to 9 is another batch, and 4 to 10 is another batch. So basically to find out the minimum batch, we did that with close. So the other things are fine. So select distinct visited on from customers greater than or equal to 6 days from the minimum. So minimum visitor on greater than is equal to 6 days. So that's the thing that we did initially, and on the next query we did the actual thing, taking one date and also finding all the dates between that. So that's actually happening on the next query. So this all for that particular problem. Let's try to execute this one and let's see whether it's going to work or not. So wrong answer. So customer ID, name is entered on, So round sum, so that's a problem. So I need to remove, I need to have another value here, average amount, another column name. Okay, looks like we are fine right now. Run again. Again, it's a wrong answer. Average. So in this time it's probably accept. So these things are working fine. So right now it's executed successfully and we are completed our lesson for this one. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.